Okay, mic check. Mic check. Hello, everyone. If you can hear me, let me know. I'm trying to make sure everything works properly right now. We seem to have an opportunity today for commentary. So, um, thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you are part of the live right now, kindly send. I really appreciate if you can send a message. Um, or so let's start this live session by sending like send message into the in your chats. Now the thing there is, if you don't send the message, I won't be able to read it on the screen because I'm using this same screen to read the message also. So if you really want me to read your request, you have to send the message so that I'll be able to read it. It's great to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining us, on this live practice session. Now, something happened with my mentor today. His YouTube, his YouTube, um, his YouTube account was hacked, and it's very devastating. I sent a message to the Telegram channel, like informing everybody of that. And the good news is that the account has been frozen, so that at least nobody should nobody can be scammed from that account. So he's currently working on getting his account back from YouTube now. I really hope he does get it back as soon as possible. You understand? But head or tail, though, I'm so glad. I'm so glad at least we've been able to freeze the account because it's just very crazy, when things like that happen. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you're part of this practice session, hit me up with a message. I'm yet to see any message in this. Oh my god, this is very good. This is a very good common point of rejection. Come on. But this common point of rejection has been happening for long. My god. Let's see. Oh man. It's a very dicey one, but let's see if we can take this trade. My god. uh Now the thing is, now guys, anytime you say a common point of rejection that has been going on for long, you need to be very careful about it, and you need to be able to combine it with some crazy, like something tangible, like this doji. Now it's a very good way. It's a very good place to combine. You can see price broke this doji, then we can go with the sellers. It's a good one. It's a good one. Now, if you want to take a common point of rejection trade, like rejection trades, you have to target the round numbers. Like if it comes under this round number now, 0.91500, I can take the trade. uh i I was late to taking that trade though. Okay, if it comes under this round number, I'll take one more. I'll take a Oh yeah, now okay, good. Let's take two more here because I know I'm kind of comfortable with I know the rejection will happen easily after a round number. But you see that first entry was a bad entry. You understand? Now, anytime you see a common point of rejection that's been going on for long, you need to be careful. You may decide not to take it again. Why? Because if it's been going on for long, the rejection areas might tend to be weak. You understand? Are we gonna win this? This will be crazy. Oh, we won it. Can you imagine? I wasn't expecting that at all. I wasn't expecting that first bad entry. I was not expecting it. But you can see now targeting a round number under when you have a common point of rejection is a good strategy. Actually, it's something you can combine, you know. And look at this now. We are beginning to make lower highs. We have a high here, then a lower high here. So definitely, it's as if the sellers are beginning to like take over the markets. I'm yet to see anybody's message. If you're joining us, if you're part of this if you're part of this practice session, send me a message. Let me shout you out quickly. If we have a gap down, I might go with the buyers, but if we don't have a gap down, no gap down. Though I'm expecting a green candle, but we don't have enough reason apart from this doji break to go with the buyers, unless maybe we see okay. Yeah, this area is a week on week, but let me see if there's a I should have probably checked if okay. There's a demand area down there. There's a demand area there. I should have actually checked ahead of time, so that I will know if we should go with buyers or not. You can see this demand area now. There are some buyers there, so we know that those buyers can push the price to the upside. You can see it's exactly the area. So I should have just done that instead of like thinking there may not be enough. Though if I had a gap down, that would have been a better confirmation for me to just go with the buyers. You understand? But sometimes, um, if you have to keep looking for more reasons to take your trades, and if you don't have enough reasons, to take the trade, it's better to not to just take it. You understand? So let's go back in with 25%. That was what I went in with the other time. So let's see if we have another setup. This is a QM setup. Let me see if the QM is valid. This is a QM area. It's a big QM. So instead of checking S5, it's better to just check. Okay, we have an engulf. Let's go. Let's go check if we have an entry. Oh, what did I just do? I'm sure this is meant to be like this. So let me check S15. Okay, we have an entry in S15. Let's take that entry. Let's take the entry. Mark the entry as a lower time frame entry. Then we'll go back to M1 to wait for price to like, oh, okay. There's also a demand area there. Okay, that entry is also a demand area. Let's mark it as a demand. So that'll be a good place for us to, but we need to be careful because the trend is downwards right now. You understand? And we may just have one big candle that will just want to break that that might just want to break the QM area. But let's just it's not a momentum. So we know we have hope. You get the gist. Let's just we had a morning session that in I was going into the tournament and we went from 100 to 200 and I think 265 or 264, but we lost a trade. We lost everything because of a trade against the momentum. Now this is a weak momentum, so we should be fine taking this trade. So let's see how the market responds to this. We'll just wait for it and see if price comes down into this area. Yeah. In case you are just joining us, send me. You can send me a message in the message box. And if you're here to subscribe to the channel, this would be a good time to actually do that right now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. You understand? If this is the kind of content you like, this is binary options trading. You understand? And it's one of those things. It's the trading platform is called Pocket Option, but generally it's called this style of trading is called binary options trading. So on my channel you'll find a lot of educational videos that talk about strategy, that talk about that talk about candlestick psychology. It talks about virtually anything you need to know about binary options trading. You understand, step by step guide and all that. You understand. So if this kind of content is what you really like, check through the channel. You understand. If there's anything specific you are looking for, and you cannot find it any of the videos on the channel, you can send me a message directly, or just under any of the videos, just put a comment there, and I'll be there to like respond to you. If I need to make a video for you, I will actually. And also, it will be a good time for me to let you know that I have some students I take personally. So if you have the type that need one-on-one training on binary options trading, the link is in the description below. The Telegram channel link. Just click the link, join the Telegram channel, and you'll be able to send me a message directly, a direct message. You understand, and we can discuss about your mentorship and all that. I really want to go with this. Oh, we have a gap down. I really want to go with the sellers here because this is a supply area, but this gap down is not good. That gap down is not good. Let me see if we have a lower time frame entry. If there's no lower time frame entry, that's fine. Oh, there's one above this round number, and price that you see, price are just rejected from that area, but it's all right. There's a lower time frame entry there, right above this round number. Though I was expecting the red candle, but that gap down is in favor of the buyers. So the best thing I could have done is to enter with margin of safety at that. Okay, I think we can take the trade now because now we have an ABC break. Do we have a gap up? Okay, let's go now. This is the exact area where we found the lower time frame entry. This is it. Let me mark it so that you can see it. Just right above that round number. This place. And you can see the lower time frame entry is right above it. Okay, I guess they've made a decision to just break this level. Okay, they broke the level with forcefully, and they decided to turn that supply area into a demand. You can see, so price came back into that area and converted it to a demand. But it's all right. We'll take one more trade. We'll still go with the sellers. Let me see if we can find. Let's still go with the sellers one more time because though this is a momentum, at the same time it's a seller's entry and there's a round number there. You understand? And it's also we also have an ABC break here. So I'm expecting I'm expecting a red candle over here. So let's see if I'll be correct or not. But funny enough, the trade we took in the trade we lost in the morning was almost similar to this. You understand? We had this kind of movement, then I traded against it. Well, let's see if the same thing will happen. Though I'm considering this ABC break. That's the more reason why I decided to take the trade. Oh my god, that was very close. We lost the trade, but it's all right. But that was too close, man. 1 point. Oh, can you imagine 1 point? That was too close. Though the thing there is, instead of taking this trade like this, I could have gone with margin of safety. I should have probably would have just waited a little bit to come to this level. Then I'll take the trade. You can see the sellers I was expecting back then. Look at them now. They are the one. They are the one entering because this is the seller's entry. I already knew that You can see those sellers now, they are entering with full force now. But it's okay. Sometimes it does happen like that. And these are the part of the lessons we learn. These are part of the lessons we learn in a in during practice sessions, you know. So when you make mistakes like this during your practice sessions, you know that you should not make that kind of mistake in your live sessions too. You get the gist. So it does happen. Okay. Okay. But this was a good trade anyways. You know, I wouldn't have taken this trade for this red candle. I wouldn't have taken it. But let's find another very good trade. We're going with uh, we're going with the 3.3. We'll go with a third of the balance so that we don't run out of the balance. Though this market is still a good one. You understand? We have this evening star, then the retracements. You know, evening stars are one of those retracements kind of candlestick patterns that we have. So let's see. I thought I adjusted. Okay. Now you see, guys, there's another strategy here. You see, if this current candle doesn't break this long candle, if it doesn't close above it, we can go with the sellers. It's a kind of a strategy like this long red candle and these two green candles. If this second candle does not close above this red candle, we can go with the sellers. That tells you that these buyers are weak and they are not strong enough to okay, let's see. Okay, we'll go with the sellers. If it goes up, I'll take one more because I'm expecting a red candle now. So let's see if that happens. Though I have no doubt it should happen like that, but let's just see. Okay, we have 30 seconds. Let's just see how it goes. Okay, let's see. Sometimes you see that last 10 seconds pull or push is very nerve-wracking for me sometimes. You understand? I'm still expecting another red candle, but we have a gap down in favor of the buyers. So let's check other pairs. Am I seeing this? Am I seeing this clearly? It looks like a red-green pattern, and it looks like we have basic market structure here. Let's see. Something like this. But this clearly a red-green pattern. You can see green, red, green, red, green, red, then green. But now, if I'm going to go with the sellers here, I'm not just going to base it on this red-green pattern. I'll be waiting for price to come to this boundary. Then I can take a trade right above that round number. We already have a gap up in favor of the sellers. You understand? So this round number 1.95200. I can take a trade right there. I'm expecting a red candle, but let me take one here in case price doesn't go all the way. But I'm really, this would have been the safest area to take the trade up here. You understand? The reason why I'm taking this trade in the middle is because of FOMO, like fear of missing out. It happens most of the time. A lot of people just have this fear of missing out, so they try to like take the trade. You get the gist. And this red green pattern. So since we're even expecting a red candle, anyways, we have a little bit of margin of safety. Okay, cool. So the red green pattern worked. You understand? But normally the best up places to take the trade will be up here. And another reason why it's the best place is because we have a supply up here. Let me quickly mark it. There's a supply area here. Well, we know that we have a lot of sellers. You see, guys, it's not really binary option is not really difficult like that. You just need to be able to, like, you need to enjoy analyzing the market, like trying to like debunk the market, or this kind of, when you have a puzzle game and you are trying to solve it. Yes. If you are the type that just like to solve things, solve mysteries, or get to the bottom of something, or just analyze the market for no reason, if you feel like it's very interesting for you just analyzing the market, then you really enjoy trading actually. Now we have a gap down in favor of the buyers. So we know now that we're probably just going to have this market sequence of, look at this market sequence of two green, then one red, then we have two green, one red. So we may have another two green here, then we'll have a red candle after. But you see, if this green candle goes up here, I'll take a trade, a rejection trade here. I'll take a trade. Why? Because this common point of rejection will be active. I'm expecting it to work. So let's go with a third of the balance. You can see we have some sellers there pushing the price down. Okay, good. Let's go. You know what? Let's go all in. I'm expecting a red candle. Now, this may be a breakout. Like they may just decide to like break the market and keep going up and not come back. So that's why sometimes I always tell people, don't go full margin if you're not ready to lose your whole balance. You understand? But in this case, I've decided to just go all in. You understand? Because I'm expecting a red candle. Now, if I was in a live session and I was not ready to lose all my balance, I would not do this. You understand? So sometimes I tell people to, your risk management is a personal thing. If you are not willing to like risk it all, you understand, and you're not you're not willing to risk all your money, then don't risk all your money. Risk how much, however how much you want to risk. We're losing that trade right now. It's all right. So this is a clear breakout. They've just decided to like break this market. Now, one good thing about breakouts like this is that you see this, the way they broke this level without any respect is a good thing, because it converts this level now into a demand. When price comes back, then I will treat that area as a demand area. So these are we call it supply becomes demand, SBD. So if you've seen any of my annotations that I wrote SBD, this is what I mean by SBD. So we'll treat it as a demand now. We'll go with the buyers. Oh my god, they've decided to break this area too. Come on now. Now this area turns to a supply again. Okay, okay, let me see. Let's see what we're going to do. Are we going to have another red green pattern? Is that what this is? No, no, wait, let me see. Let's see what happens with this candle first. As it is right now, I expect them to treat it as a supplier again, but Now I think what we are going to be doing now is just this up and down, this same red green pattern that is happening. Okay. But there's no reason to go with the sellers now. Though, if we're thinking of red green pattern, there's nothing established, like we don't have any established facts that would make us go with. Yes, we have a gap up, a small gap up you can see in favor of the sellers, but nothing else. There's no other reason to go with the sellers apart from that. Don't worry. I think we'll just look for a very good setup. No problem. We'll find a very good setup. Let me clear this. Let me clear this. So then we'll look for a good setup. Oh, this trade worked. This was the trade we were waiting for the other time, and it worked. And it even worked with this common point of okay, it didn't work with the common point of rejection. But the entry, look at this entry here. You can see that entry works. We would have taken a trade right at this entry and it would have pulled back. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I wasn't expecting to win this though, but let's look for a very good opportunity in the market. Let's look for a very good one. This is clearly an uptrend. It's there's a consolidation going on here. Like rallied and base, then rallied and base. So there's going to be another rally, the way I'm looking at it. But don't worry, we need a very good setup. Let's keep searching for a very nice setup until we find one. This is a nice QM. Okay, maybe not a very nice one. It looks ugly, kind of. But this uptrend, and there's this price action. But this is a crazy momentum to the downside. We have a demand here. This is a demand zone. So let's see. There's a level here. There's a strong level. We can't go against a momentum. I would have said let's go with the buyers here, but we cannot. Going with a momentum against the momentum is suicidal, as we learned in the morning. So we shouldn't repeat the same mistakes. We have this market sequence of 3 candles red over here, but this is a double bottom, so it's an invitation for the buyers to enter the market. You understand? So we really don't know if the buyers will continue pushing to the upside here, but there's definitely a level here. There's definitely a level here where the market, has okay. Okay, let's keep. Oh, this is a very good opportunity, but because against the market movements, I would have said we should go with the sellers. Should we? Especially above this round number. But no, it's a very risky. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. The reason why I said we should do it is because here, though it's not a fresh, it's not a fresh, it's not a fresh supply area. Market has rejected from that level like many times. Let me mark it again. Oh, okay, yes, we won that trade. So this is what I was trying to mark. So there's this crazy supply here, but it's not a fresh supply. But if you notice the way market has rejected off of that level, you understand the market has rejected violently from that level before. So there may still be some sellers that are ready to sell. Okay. I'm still looking for a very good setup actually, because all the setups we've been seeing since they are not like sharp setups. That thought touch work. Though it's a kind of late retest thought touch. But it worked. Okay, this might be a good one. This level have been respected for a very long time. Because I know the last time I made this line was a very long time. But no worries. Let's clear this line and remap the market. We may have a green candle after this because of this demand. But the demand is not a strong demand. But we have uptrend. So there's a buyer's entry here. If price comes down here and close on this round number or give us a gap down, that would be amazing. Or if price closes then comes to that area, we can take the trade. But if it doesn't, then there's no need. We're not just going to bother. Though if we have a gap down, okay, good. If it goes down again, I'll take one more. That our entry is not the best. This our entry is not the best. It's still all well and good. I'm here to find a very, very good setup. So I'll try my best so that we can at least take a very good trade. All the trades that have been fine, we've been taking since are not like okay, good. This is where I would have entered normally. Oh my god. Whoa. I was not expecting that, but no problem. Let's look for a very good trade instead of just like taking some random trades. I don't want us to do that because it's a practice session. Whatever you practice is what is going to is most of it is what's going to happen in your live trade. So you need to be very careful. Okay. We have some very aggressive buyers in this particular market. Okay, let me clear this. Oh, this is basic market structure. Now, this is a good trade if we're able to find a good one. Now, one thing I only wish could have happened in this market is that we have a doji in between somewhere here. This would have been amazing if there was a doji. Now, you see, the sentiment of the market now is upwards. It's with the buyers. So we may cross this area and we may be thinking, okay, maybe we should go with the sellers. We should not. We should not go with the sellers. Yeah, we can take this trade, expecting a retracement. But once this candle closes, we should not expect. Okay, that was close. Oh, that's very close. I was expecting to come above this round number. This may be similar to that same trade we took against the momentum the other time, where the breakout just happened and those buyers just started pushing to the upside. It may be something like this also. It's very possible that it happens, but my target really is that round number. That's 0.50150. Oops, I missed that. This round number. Okay, cool. There was a round number somewhere here. That round number was the one I was targeting. Now, the reason why I took this trade is because of this exhaustion candle. I was saying that the sentiment of the market is with the buyers, but you can see the buyers came up and broke this common point of rejection here. So now that they've broken this common point of rejection, we can have the sellers come in, and you see this pattern is morning star pattern. Usually this kind of pattern retraces. So that was what gave me the encouragement to go with the sellers, especially above that round number was my target. But it took a while for price to just get there. So we'll keep this one. Let's check the other markets. If you have any questions, guys, you can put in the message. Yeah, and if you're here to subscribe to this channel, I would really appreciate that you subscribe. You understand? We're trying to get to a thousand subscribers, and we are very close. We're very, very close, guys. If you check the subscriber count now, you can see how close we are. So thank you so much. I really appreciate if you can do that quickly. Like, just click on it. Okay, we have a third breakout now. This will be a good one. If price can come down to this area, this level. Let me mark the level properly. So this is the level. If price comes back to this level, we have first touch high, second touch high. So if price comes down to this level now, we'll be considering a trade there. So let's mark this area. Let's go back to where we were. Now you see this rejection that happened here is because of this. Let me show you. That level, price broke that level, without any respect. So if price comes back there, you treat it as a demand area. So we'll call it SBD. Supply become demand. Supply become demand. You can see. So this was the supply area before. But price broke it violently, and when price came back there, you treat it as as a demand. It works like, let me say, 60% of the time it works, especially if you have other reasons to, to take your trades. So let me check this. So we're waiting for price to come down to this third breakout. Let's see. Okay, I'm expecting the price to come down here. That would really be amazing. We may have a green candle after this, and if it gives me a gap down, I would consider going with buyers. Okay, no, we have a gap up, so we're not going with the buyers because we've broken two overlapping levels, and the trade, this particular candle closed inside a demand zone. So there's every tendency that the buyers may want to enter for this next candle. But the fact that it gave us the gap up is in favor of the buyers, of the sellers. It's just, but okay, it's not just like this. This is a stronger momentum than this. This is a weak momentum. It can be managed, but this particular one is not a weak momentum. It's a strong one. So if we have a green candle here, that already breaks that momentum up, and we're most likely going to, this third breakout is most likely going to work. So let me check this. Oh, there's a lot of rejection happening here. This might be another base. Let me mark another point of rejection. Risky trade. Well, let's do it. It's a risky trade. So there's a gap, there's a round number there, but it's still a risky trade because though it's a common point of rejection, but it's risky. The reason why I said it's risky is because the overall sentiment of the market is upwards. You can see the major trend is upward. So anytime the oh, that was crazy. Anytime the buyers may just decide to, like, it's time to push or it's time to go up. But the reason why I took this trade is because of this rejection. You can see. Now I could have marked it in other ways, but this seemed like the best way to mark it. Then there's one down here, but one down here. So it's like a maze in a maze. But right now, as it is now, the minor trend, or this basic market structure pattern, is with the sellers at the moment. But we are not making like lower lows yet. So, and I think the reason why the market is rejecting here is because of this big round number. This 0.5, 0.50,000, 0.50000. So usually there's a lot of buyers and sellers around these big round numbers. I've spoken about round numbers before in some of my videos. So you may want to check the channel to find more explanations on round numbers and stuff like that. So any trade we take here now is a very risky trade. But sometimes you just have to risk it for the biscuits. If price comes to this round number, I would consider going with buyers. So let's see. If price touches that round number, I will not hesitate. The one has to be careful, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. If it touches that round number, okay, fine. That's our entry. So, like I said, it's a risky trade, but it's a risk I'm willing to take, you know. Okay. Oh, we're gonna lose that, but it's all right. Let me see if we have a supply there. Because for the price to have broken that level, there's got to be a supply somewhere. Okay, no supply. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised there's no supply there. Okay. Okay, I could have gone with the buyers here. But I'm waiting for that common point of rejection or margin of safety. But sometimes trades like this just don't give you margin of safety. They just keep going up. But one thing I always tell people, when you want to enter a trade and you're waiting for margin of safety and it keeps going, let it go. You understand? Sometimes it's not worth the chase. Yes, it's not worth the chase sometimes. When you begin to chase the price, eventually you may just end up losing it. But if you let it come down to your entry, fine. And if it doesn't come to the entry, fine. It's all right. Okay, good. So, oh, oh, there's a gap up. I didn't see the gap up. Come on now. That was the trade we've been waiting for. Oh, okay. There's a touch here too. I shouldn't have taken this trade. And there's a gap up in favor of the sellers. No, I just took the trade. Like looking at it, no, it would have been better if one goes with the sellers because okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, it might be a good opportunity now because we have a gap down, and this seller seem exhausted now. Let me see if where we are is a good place. No, oops, I must have made something up. But no worries, we'll stick to this. Now this is no longer a total breakout trade. You understand? This is more like an exhaustion candle because most of the time when a market moves like this and they make this kind of candle, it's a sign of reversal. Like they're exhausted. They've broken the level actually wanted to break. So they may be seeking to retest this level. Then they'll make some couple of green candles. So That's what that was all about. But I'm yet to find a very like epic entry. This might be a good one. A very nice dot breakouts. Okay. This is a good one too. So we have first touch high, second touch high, high. A price comes back to this area. We can have a very good trade. So I'll mark it and I'll keep an eye on it. Let's check this one too. So how long have we been going? Whoa, 50 minutes. Okay, let's make it 60. If by 60 minutes we are not able to find another kind of another trade, then we would wrap up the session. This is a crazy gap down. I'm taking this trade out of FOMO actually. Let's go one more. This trade was taken out of FOMO. Though I know the gap down is in favor of the buyers, but it should not be the only reason why you take a trade. You understand? But also, I'm looking at this area. It's a level, and usually when market jumps on a level, like okay, the market hasn't gotten to the level, we may actually lose this trade. But it's all right. No, I was thinking it's already on the level, but it's okay. With the crazy gap down, I was expecting the buyers to come in, but no problem. I'll keep looking for a very good one. We have a double bottom here, expecting the buyers to like keep pushing, but this may be a red candle, this particular one. Let's wait and see what this red candle happens to become. There's a level here. Okay. Oh, I could have taken this trade if I'd seen this supply. Okay. Come on now. uh, this kind of trade is very tricky, and I should have known actually. We have a supply here. We have a supply here, but really, no one should ever take this trade. And I knew actually I shouldn't have taken this trade. Why? Because you see, anytime you see a double bottom and you see buyers come out of that double bottom, it doesn't matter what your what they call it, what your setup is, you should not trade against it. You understand? But because the reason why I took the trade was because I saw this gap up jump on this round number, this level 1.16100. You understand? Now, most of the time, anytime price jumps on round number like that, if it's a gap down, the buyers will most likely come in. If it's a gap up, the sellers will most likely come in. You understand? And you can see the sellers actually come in initially. You understand? But the buyer said no, that's not going to happen. Anyways, not a very good session, but we learned one of I hope you guys learned one or two things. I'll be tomorrow. We're going to be having another session, and I really hope we are able to do another commentary like this. If possible, that might be a live session, like a real on my real account. So get subscribed, guys. We're going to come back and we're going to have some other practice sessions. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.